Hello, within this brand audit assignment, we will be discussing the brand Adidas. Adidas' history begins in 1924 with two German brothers named Adi Dassler and Rudi Dassler who started producing excellent shoes within their mother's laundry room in a small town of Germany. At the time, their main goal was to create sports footwear for athletes all around the world. In 1928, the brothers began the Dassler Brothers Shoe Factory, where they started producing 100 pairs of shoes per day, which eventually started giving birth to the Adidas shoe brand. Interesting fact, in 1947, the brothers split up due to a misunderstanding and false accusation of Rudy being part of the Nazis and thinking that his brother had turned him in, and thus it led to Rudy creating his own brand called Puma and Adi registering the name Adidas in 1949. Adidas is a competitive and an inspirational brand that implies a message of shaping the future of sports. This means they will constantly be making products that they know their consumers will love. They do so by promising innovative application of creativity that goes completely beyond any brand or department out there, through promising customers that when they shape the future of sport, it is because they believe that sport shapes lives for only the better. Adidas as a brand also promises to be committed as a global leader in the sporting goods industry, with all its products built on passion for healthy lifestyle in order to improve their competitive position. The reasoning behind all of this is described through the primary quotes being, "We are an innovative and design leaders. We are consumer focused. We are a global organization, and we are dedicated," therefore showing a clear, inspiring, and motivational brand promise to all their consumers. The consumer's image of Adidas' brand is identified as being athletic and constantly living a healthy lifestyle, exercising, and going to the gym. This image is created due to Adidas only selling shoes made for athletes and obviously any other forms of ultimate sport footwear, along with exercising and gym equipment that they know consumers who are only interested will buy. Therefore, due to this brand's product only revolving around sports such as basketball, running, soccer, hockey, and much more, Adidas' consumer image is forced to develop based off of that. As well as this brand has a family-friendly identity, as the customers who buy the products vary between all ages. For example, an elderly person may be buying golf clubs while a young boy could be purchasing a pair of shoes for his soccer game. As a result, Adidas creates a family-friendly and an athletic consumer's image for its brand based off its selling products. Adidas is identified with a trademark due to its unique symbol and word attached to the logo as a representation when others view the brand. In this case, the trademark is created through registering a three-striped white logo with the name Adidas placed on the bottom, and thus it immediately informs the consumers that this particular design belongs to the brand Adidas. As well as the shape of a mountain represents Adidas' trademark of the three-striped logo, since their goal is to display the challenges athletes face trying to get to the top, and indirectly implying an inspirational message behind their trademark. Therefore, Adidas is identified with a trademark due to having two main components informing the consumers of the brand, which are established through the three white stripes and the name placed below. Three primary considerations that were involved in the naming strategy process of the brand name include the following. Number one, the first CEO of Adidas creating the official brand name was based off of his nickname being Adi, and also using part of his last name to develop the identification of the brand. Number two, major consideration of creating the name Adidas is involved, as the brand needs to ensure that it has created identification easy to pronounce and spell by consumers when seen in the public in order to avoid any possible confusion. Number three, creating a brand name also requires a catchy theme to it, meaning that Adidas should be a term easy to remember and relate to, especially when placed on billboards, live television commercials, and seen in the retail stores or written on attractive sport magazines. The core branding strategies. Multi-product branding business. Advantage. Adidas using this strategy allows it to carry the same brand name under all different products. Disadvantage. It eliminates the effectiveness of Adidas' name as it will start to confuse people. Advantage. As Adidas promotes one item such as a pair of shoes, it can easily promote the other. Disadvantage. If Adidas places its brand name on different sporting goods, it will encounter difficulty managing them all at once. Advantage. Adidas' name being on goods and services will save large amounts of money on advertising. Disadvantage is if Adidas suddenly changes its brand identity, it will require a lot of time and money for advertising their new products. Multi-branding business. Advantage. This allows Adidas to prevent other companies from taking market share within the same industry. Disadvantage. Adidas will encounter difficulty, especially if sharing the market with other competitors who all want the same thing. Advantage. Adidas in the market causes it to fill all the price and quality gaps of its sporting goods. Disadvantage. It can easily curate different prices and a large variety, causing the buyer to be confused. Advantage. Adidas creates a variety using the strategy, allowing other brand switchers to experiment. Disadvantage. Experimenting and determining which product is the greatest will create difficulty for the stores and other retailers. Co-branding business. Advantage. This allows Adidas to combine its brand with others, increasing customer loyalty. Disadvantage. This could easily damage the brand, as if the other does poorly, it can damage Adidas' reputation. Advantage. Co-branding causes Adidas and other brands to create double market dominance for customer loyalty. Disadvantage. If one brand falls through, then it can easily affect the customer loyalty of Adidas. Advantage. Both brands will have combined offers. Disadvantage. If an offer or benefit fails for Adidas, then it can easily cause the other brand to undersell. Moving on to multi-product branding business. Advantage. Adidas' products seen in the outdoors appearing the same will create further brand awareness and more exposure. Disadvantage. Seeing the brand numerous times in the public will create high expectations for any upcoming sport products. Multi-branding business. Advantage. Applying this strategy, customers will have a host of different brands to choose from once visiting malls due to a large variety. Disadvantage. Confusion at every mall will be created as products will all appear to have the same purpose. Co-branding business. Advantage. Associating a brand with Adidas can familiarize a loyal or non-loyal customer, leading to increased sales and more exposure. Disadvantage. If one brand fails, the customer will immediately think that Adidas is similar and start creating a negative brand image. Lastly, multi-product branding business. Advantage. Adidas will gain more loyal customers due to their phenomenal shoes, equipment, and similarity in the brand identification. Disadvantage. If any of these customers recalls a bad memory of similarity between brands, it creates immediate negative ties. Multi-branding business. Advantage. Adidas making a mistake for one of their products that dissatisfies the customer, then others will be affected for carrying similar products. Disadvantage. Using this strategy in a situation of a dissatisfied customer harms the sales of the other brands, creating a bad reputation for Adidas' failure. Co-branding business. Advantage. As Adidas enters into different markets, allowing it an increase of revenue and sales, it creates a new brand personality for it as well as the other brand. Disadvantage. Adidas entering into an unexpected red ocean market with negative outcomes, it can easily damage both brands. Adidas consists of a well-defined branding position due to the three elements utilized by the brand, making it distinctive and able to manage its current state relative to others. This is shown through Adidas applying the first element of specifying the target market, as it is able to create the idea of having consumers buying their products due to the brand itself and not for the quality or style. Achieving this state in a business will enlarge the target market for Adidas and lead to better accomplishments in the near future. The second element is applied by Adidas as they identify and understand who their major brand competitors are by the category of the business. This is because they create a broader view of what they currently offer in terms of the sporting goods and products, as well as they look forward to the potential market and their competitors interfering with this strategy, making them in a well-defined branding position. The final and third element used by Adidas is their primary focus on customers and how all their uniqueness and superiority of their product is only made to suit the needs and standards of their consumers, who they will know will admire and love. Therefore, the payoff of all the hard work placed into producing a product will lead to increased customer loyalty and sales. As a result, Adidas applying these three significant elements, part of their brand equity management strategy for the position, shows that it has an excellent and a well-defined branding position. Adidas's marketing objectives is focused on its consumers, as they want to improve their look, feel, image, and the quality for their brand's structure and products through using the consumer's expectations and provide their goods and services a lot of value. In doing so, it has created different products for athletes and consumers to fit their sporting needs and basic necessities. This makes Adidas a brand known to be as a global leader in the sporting industry, as its marketing objectives are focused on the satisfaction of the consumers and also offering financial rewards to the employees along with other shareholders. Adidas also focuses on driving great business development for the future market, as it wants to increase its market share before the others do so. Therefore, Adidas incorporates its marketing objectives with its consumers, the future of the brand, and the value for its products within the market. Currently, Adidas requires more focus on the brand value chain model as part of managing its equity. This is because more assessment is needed for the sources and the outcomes of brand equity through a new marketing program to create better value using three different steps. First, Adidas should start investing in a marketing program to help better develop its brand in order to gain potential customers. To do so, it should do more product research on athletic shoes, their development, and further design on its sporting goods equipment, as it will create uniqueness and variety between its other products. Secondly, creating a marketing program allows the customers to have different mindsets, buying behavior, and great response to the pricing without having any curiosity on how. Thirdly, Adidas investing in a new and developed marketing program will increase its overall market performance, the replacement cost, and any other purchase prices. Overall, Adidas taking the value chain into consideration through a new marketing program will allow its brand to further develop with a larger target market and create an increase in brand value within the community.